Sometimes you read a book, love it, finish it. Other times it finishes you. These are books that I believe will haunt me for the rest of my life. In a good way, all of these books were rated 5 stars. And before I sound too repetitive, all of these books would be considered one of my favorite books of all time. I know myself enough to know that I will say that over and over again. Starting off with a book that completely blew my mind, Confessions by Kanae and Minato. This one follows a middle school teacher who is out for revenge against 2 of her students who she believes is responsible for the death of her 4-year-old. I know I talk about this book a lot. I find it to be so clever. There is truly nothing like it. Talk about a book that had me completely sobbing by the end. These Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. This one follows a father named Cooper and his daughter Finch, who are living in complete isolation until a woman goes missing near their home, threatening them out of hiding. I went into this book with no real expectations, but I was not expecting to think about this book as often as I do. Fun fact, This Thing Between Us by Gus Marino is the reason I entered into the book social media world. It's the reason I made a book talk. Because the story is a complete mind bender, I needed somebody to talk to about it. This one follows a man named Thiago who's grieving the loss of his wife, ends up going as far away from their home as possible where there is something haunting him. Speaking of mind benders, The Last House on Needless Street by Katrina Ward. This is a book that I will not tell you a single thing about before going into it. It is best to not know anything, and I don't think me telling you anything about it would help anyway, as nothing will prepare you for the ride you're about to go on before reading this book. The Reformatory by Tananarive Due is easily one of the best written horror novels that have been released in years. This one follows a boy named Robbie who's protecting his sister and ends up kicking the son of a very wealthy and prominent man. He gets sentenced to this reformatory that is very clearly haunted from its horrific past. I went back and forth on if I would put this one or The Between by this author because both I highly recommend. This one really does just stick with you though. Any Man by Amber Tamblyn. This one follows the victims of a female serial named Maud. This book is incredibly disturbing, so definitely check content warnings before going into it. And I know I sound like a broken record because anytime I bring this book up, I have to talk about the audiobook, but it is phenomenal. It is truly an experience and one I highly recommend. And finally, one of my favorite books of 2025, The Lamb by Lucy Rose. I can't accurately put into words just how much this book affected me, but you follow a young girl named Margot and her mama who live in the wilderness, and they end up eating certain visitors that knock on their door. I was not expecting the direction this book took, and I'm not sure why I wasn't expecting it, but all I know is this book gutted me. Interesting choice of words on my end, but this book really put me through the ringer. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video and follow for more recommendations.